Siguen los enfrentamientos entre Israel y Hezbollah en el sur del Líbano, mientras varios diplomáticos de ambos países sostienen conversaciones de alto nivel en Washington para intentar consolidar un alto el fuego. Según un comunicado de la Embajada del Líbano en Washington, Hezbollah acepta una propuesta estadounidense que pide un alto el fuego con Israel. El presidente Donald Trump aseguró que Israel no avanzará sobre la capital libanesa tras una tensa llamada con el primer ministro Benjamin Netanyahu, en la que presionó para reducir la ofensiva y evitar que las negociaciones con Irán se vean afectadas. Trump también dijo que un acuerdo para reabrir el estrecho de Hormuz y extender el alto el fuego con Irán podría alcanzarse en los próximos días. Medios iraníes reportan que Teherán revisa una propuesta final, lo que sugiere que las conversaciones continúan pese a reportes previos de una suspensión.
The 2026 World Cup is the biggest tournament in history. 48 teams, 104 matches, and 16 host cities spread across the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. But beyond the goals and glory, Bank of America says this tournament is an economic force unlike anything we've seen. A new Bank of America report calls the 2026 FIFA World Cup the largest sporting event ever staged. According to a FIFA and World Trade Organization study cited in the report, this year's World Cup could add roughly $41 billion to global GDP and support more than 800,000 jobs worldwide. In the U.S. alone, that's an estimated 185,000 jobs and more than $17 billion in GDP generated.
A number of industries that will benefit from it. Obviously, travel, you've got to stay somewhere, food and drink. You often find people sort of want to buy sports, gear. So obviously sporting goods are going to benefit from that as well.
Beyond the economic windfall, the report calls this the first ever, quote, AI World Cup. Bank of America estimates more than 90 petabytes of direct tournament data will be generated, 45 times more than the last World Cup. 90 petabytes equals about 90 billion megabytes of data. Michael Hartnett says the scale of digital engagement is unprecedented.
The final itself could use that day or those couple of hours during that final 7% of all global internet traffic, which is pretty amazing. But then again, you think about the last final that took place in 2022, 1.5 billion people watched that final. It's now 1.5 billion people watching the final and interacting with social media and engagement in this, that, and the other with it. And that creates a tremendous amount of AI that goes with that.
Hartnett also warns of potential headwinds, including the rising cost of travel, elevated ticket prices, and concerns about summer heat for players across all the host cities. Still, Hartnett believes that when all is said and done, the tournament will deliver economically.